Edition with your girl Danii. Today I'm going to be interviewing artist T Missin. He will be joining me in a few seconds. So yeah, we're just going to get to know him, his journey, and obviously speak to him.
Hey,
Hey,
hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that's good. Oh, anytime. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so before I even get into anything with you at the moment, could you please introduce yourself, your name, and something we may not know about you?
Oh, of course. Okay, I'm T missing. Something you don't know about me is I can swim very well,
Ah,
pretty
okay.
well.
Okay. Oh, really? So what? Is it a thing that you've been practicing since like you was younger or like you just in as a hobby?
Not as a hobby, like when you're younger. Like my mom,
Yeah.
we used to go to like swimming class like every Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So I can still swim. So I saw it's interesting because like not everyone can swim, isn't it? So
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like that's
yeah,
me. Like done it when I was younger, but now it's just like it's
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So like that one's it's like a badge. It's like a badge of honor. It's like a point of pride for me a little bit. I can swim.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. You already know. You already
Yeah.
know. Okay. But okay, as we get into it now, yeah, I just wanted to ask you, how did you get your name, please? Because obviously T Missing's different name. It's like, wow, how did you get it? So yeah, what's the story behind that?
Yeah. So what's good? I'm Nigerian, isn't it? My like name is Oluwa Tomisin, isn't it? Yeah, cool.
Come on.
Like so obviously Tomisin, isn't it?
Mhm.
And then like some people just call me Missing, isn't it? And then I developed the tagline like missing, but I'm still here. So like even if I'm not here, I'm still here. So that's like where the name came from, really and truly. Like developed from my original name, nickname, and then T Missing like that.
I like that. That's creative, That's
Yeah,
creative because people usually don't do it from like their names. They'll do it from like I don't know something that they've been called. But I like the way it's a mix. Do you know what I mean? That's
yeah,
different. So
yeah.
yeah, okay, cool. So how did your journey start for you? Like when did you feel like yeah, music is the career path you wanted to take?
Like you know what? I've literally always been into music from young. Always been into music. Like I I lived in Niger, and I used to like listen to like the band
Hmm.
or them. Just you know when you're young, you're just on MTV and stuff like that. So like I
Yeah.
always like knew that I wanted to do music. And then when I went into secondary school, like funnily enough, I was in like a boy band. Like a JLS type thing. Honestly, yeah. I was like
Oh.
a in a boy band. We used to sing like pop songs and whatnot, isn't it? And then I did
Yeah.
like music GCSE. But at the same time, yeah, like
Hmm.
all my friends and stuff were doing like sports
Hmm.
in like football. So I used to be embarrassed. I can't lie to you. I used to be embarrassed because I was like the only boy that was doing music in it. But it always like was a thing that was just that I knew that I wanted to do. So come like a couple years ago, then it just became a thing that that I just really wanted to do in it. So I just started
Yeah.
taking things a little bit more seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's interesting because obviously you use like in a way it would just help you. Oh, okay. Back now. Can you hear me?
You can hear you just cut out for a second.
Oh no, it's alright, it's fine. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, using like a boy group, which is like 70J less, so that would have obviously pushed you more to kind of pursue your career in music. Um, you know how the beginning
Yeah.
goal always ends up like that, where it's like no one's really doing what you're doing. So you're like the first to
Mm,
come through on a music thing that everyone else is not really doing. So how did
mm.
you kind of become confident in like pushing through, even though like no one else was doing what you was doing at the time?
You know what? I think
Oh,
it's age, really and truly. More time it's age, like because you just get a little bit more like confident, isn't it? Like
yeah,
in yourself. Like when I was younger, like obviously, like, as I say, all the men were like, playing like football and stuff, isn't it? And I just,
yeah,
you feel a bit embarrassed that you can sing. Do you know what I mean? When you think of it now, it's silly because it's not something to be embarrassed about, but it just was, isn't it? But then when you get older, you just
mm,
clock that okay, like you just have to actually be yourself in life, and like music's a big part of that for me.
yeah, no, definitely. And who would you say your music inspirations are?
Um, it's varied. Obviously, like the like Nigerian in me would say like Kid, Burna
Mm,
Boy, like the band old school, but then also like when I was young, like in school, I used to listen to like Bruno Mars, like heavy. Honestly, I like anything with melodies, and then Drake's, your Jay-Z's, and even like more recently, I have these like weird spells where I just listen to like one artist for like
Mhm.
ages,
Ages.
isn't it? So like my thing's just very, very, very varied. So it goes from like Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars to like Wizkid, Jay-Z, Drake, and like Chip. So it's very, very, very varied, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and I like it. It's a mix. It's a mix. So, like,
Yeah.
from obviously hearing all your musical inspirations, what kind of genre would you place yourself in?
I think I would place myself in Afro beats genre. Obviously with Tired of Love, that's R&B drill. So,
Hmm.
but that's just like the kind of like the variety in part of me. But I'll say like overall, I'll say that I'm more so Afro or an R&B artist.
Okay, now that's interesting. And yeah, I was gonna mention Tide of Love because I like how it's like it's open. It shows like what you can do. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because obviously it's your Afrobeat, but there's R&B, there's like the drill side to obviously your new song now. So yeah, it's just interesting because it's like you're open to everything if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, was you gonna say something?
No. I was just saying like yeah, it's true. Like I'd like listen to loads of stuff. So then like it like kind of shows in my music or I want it to anyway.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly, definitely, definitely. So, going on to the song Tired of Love, guys, if you haven't heard it, go and check it out, go stream it, go share to your uncle, your
Yes, yes,
auntie,
yes.
friends. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yes, all
definitely
of
a
that,
truth.
all of that.
Yeah, come on, you already know. So,
Yeah.
what's the story behind Tired of Love? Like, what's the message, and how did the process of that all come together?
Yeah, so I think it was coming up to Valentine's Day, right? And I was just
Yeah.
thinking, obviously, everyone else, when it comes up to Valentine's Day, everyone's putting out songs and it's always like, my lover, da, 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 da. So I really wanted to kind of just like flip the script. And then I was just thinking about like, wanted to put that on a track, especially for that time as well, for like Valentine's Day. So I wanted it to be like a little bit different, just like pulling into heartbreak stories and whatnot. So that's like why I wanted to put Outside of Love.
Yeah, no, I love it because obviously, it was different. Tired of love. It's like, raw, you're tired of love, yeah. What? What kind of girl came and made you be like, no, I'm done with it. So, but it's such a catchy tune as well. Like you said, like melodies, and I thought that shows in that song as
Mm.
well. You know what I mean? It's got like a melody thing going on. Um, like what kind of artist are you? Would you say that you're an artist where you can listen to an instrumental and be like, okay, now I know what I'm gonna write, or do you already know what you're gonna write about already?
Ooh, that's a good one. Um, I think when I hear like melodies in an instrumental, it just inspires me. Like if I hear something different, then it will like just take my mind to a whole different kind of level. So I think definitely more so the first one where if I hear a melody, then I just feel inspired to
Yeah.
like kind of vibe off that, and that's exactly what it was with Tired of Love. Funny enough, the guy who produced it is he's like 15 from like Cardiff from Wales, isn't it? He said I heard the beat and I just like fell in love with the beat. I like melodies and like when you hear something different, because it's like guitars and whatnot. So I heard it and then it just like made me start thinking of like all kind of different ideas and whatnot.
Yeah, they're definitely, definitely. No, that's amazing. And big up him for
Yeah,
50 from
yeah.
Cardiff. That's
Legit
crazy.
wavy code.
Wow, that's crazy. No, okay, I see you. Because obviously you're going reaching out to people that are creative with it, and like you
Yeah.
said, got interest in what you're doing. So what we expected to see from you now, like obviously Tide of Love is the audio. Is there going to be a visual soon? Like what we expected to see?
For that one, I put out a lyric video, and it was
Hmm.
like an anime lyric video. I like my anime and whatnot, so I put that out the lyric video on my YouTube channel, and then I want to like put out. I want to put out another single this month actually, and then kind of build from there. I like Tired a lot, but I just want to like build momentum and just put out as many stuff as I can. That's kind of like the vision from now. Just put out as many stuff as I can and go from there.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, that's amazing. Yeah, man, keep doing your thing because you're doing well. You're doing well.
I appreciate
Um,
it.
it's all right. Have you thought of maybe doing remixes as well, or is that something that you're not trying to entail and close yet? Like,
Oh, you know what? Like, if anyone wants to like do remixes, I'm open to it. Like for me, literally it's all about the music. For me, that's genuinely the main thing for me is the music and whatnot. And if I hear anything that's like wavy or potentially, then I'm all ears.
yeah.
That kind of thing. I'm literally. You know what? Funny enough, yeah. I was listening to Post Malone, like one of his new songs, and it was like a kind of like a rocky kind of thing, and then it made me think, yo, like I want to put out something like that, not a rock song, but more so that kind of guitar-y, not traditionally what we would usually like listen to. Do you know what I mean? So I'm down to like do literally anything music wise.
Yeah, no, that's sick. And again, like you said with Post Malone, using him as an example as well, it just shows how open you are to different genres. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel that's also something that's very good because to me, yeah, it seems like you're someone that will, like, you're an artist that will dip into genres that are actually perfect for your sound, and that
yeah.
can really bring a bigger audience to your page because it's like, wow, you can do a bit of drill, you can do a bit of R&B, you can do Afro beats, like, and it complements your sound. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. It will never be forced. It will always sound like, I mean, like smooth and stuff. But yeah, you're absolutely right. That's facts.
Yeah, man, that's just sick. It's just sick.
Mm.
Like, come on, big up you, man.
Oh,
Big
I
up
love
you, man.
it. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, it's all right. So, Miss, I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah, I hope
All
you're ready
right,
for the
go.
question.
I'm
Yeah, you
ready.
ready
I'm
for the
ready. I'm
question?
ready. Ready.
All right, cool. So, boom, we're out of lockdown, right? What's the
Mm-hmm.
first thing you're gonna do when we're out of lockdown?
Oh God. Oh my days. The first thing I'm doing, I'm going to go to every single bar. I'm to drink every single cocktail that there is. Every single cocktail, every single bar. Gonna try every single food, every single motive, like
Hmm.
every single flight, damn trip, all of that. Book it. I mean, I'm out there.
We literally missed what you were saying because the whole live froze.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
that's
could you please repeat what you said?
in a summary. I'm out cheer. I was saying like in 2018, 2019, like when did you hear me?
Oh, God, no, I
Oh,
didn't. You know.
I want to link up with all my people, everyone that I've been kind of missing and everything like that.
Come on, come on. Yeah, it's the best one. So I can imagine you on the 21st, and you're just like, yep, barbecue, I'm there. Come
There,
on, drink,
yeah, my
everything.
boys saying
Mm.
good, yeah, everyone, yeah, because it would have been a minute deep, like a whole year since you've seen some of your people, like people that you've been cool with and stuff like that. It's mad, so I can't wait to like just see everyone. To be honest with you,
Yeah, no, trust me, it's gonna be one massive, like the
yeah.
massive family gatherings, yeah, when you haven't
Uh,
seen all your cousins
do you
in
know what I
time and
mean?
everything.
Yeah,
One of those ones.
exactly. It'll
Yeah,
just be
exactly.
positivity in it, really and truly.
Yeah,
That's it.
definitely, definitely. Okay, I see you. Yeah, same to be honest. I feel like just gonna be like it's gonna be like the best summer in those couple of
Yeah,
days or
yeah.
We're back. We're back now. We're back.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah. So, okay. So, out of all the songs you've done, right? So, from your new one, Tired of Love, to Don't Lie, and Two Girls on My Line. Sorry, Drip, Don't Lie. But yeah, what would you say is your favorite song out of all your songs?
the out of the ones that I've put out, I think it's and me. That's like that's my favorite one that I've put out so far, and obviously and me in Yoruba means amen in Yoruba. I just really like the vibe of that one. It's like positivity and whatnot, and yeah, I really like that one. I think like I haven't had the chance to be as consistent as I want to. You know what I mean? But I think the
Hmm.
future is looking good, and out of the ones I put out, definitely Ami.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, I see you. I see you. So what advice would you give to an upcoming artist who wants to kind of follow your footsteps? Like, what is something you tell them?
I would say put every single thing that you ever put out there. Do you know what I mean? I'll definitely say that, and like trust your creative mind. Do you know what I mean? I think everyone who's like a creative, you got your own kind of little um, thoughts and whatnot. I think, just be yourself. Did you catch me?
Sorry, it froze again. It's frozen. It's frozen again. I don't know what's going on with the live, but it's
Oh
doing
yeah,
it
I know
again.
that.
Yeah.
But no, what I'm saying is that I think, keep on going and just don't kind of give up. Anything that you've got, put it out there. People will
Hmm.
gravitate to it and people will love it. You know what I mean? If you've got like a dream, just keep on going. That's what
Yeah.
I'll say.
No, definitely, definitely. And when it comes to like, obviously, because we've been in a pandemic for a while, on and off as well, that can have effect on you mentally, especially if you're an
Mm.
artist and you're writing your own songs
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that. So, like, if you get writer's block or you feel
Mm.
dismotivated, like, what's something that works for you?
Yeah, you know what? That's a real thing, especially in this pandemic. It is tough.
Mm,
And everyone's kind of going through it. I think for me, like talking to people, like sometimes you have to like take a step back to take a step forward. Like I know me myself, I did struggle last year. I really did struggle. But then like eventually when I started like speaking to people, then I found that like I started like feeling myself a little bit more. So like no one's an island, no man's an island. So I think reach out to the people who are kind of out there that like actually love you and want to see you do well. Reach out to them, talk things through, because really and truly that's the only way. You can't get through them spells by yourself. You just can't. It's impossible. That's why God made other people so that we can all like help each other out. So that's the main thing. And then once you start feeling like that, then the creative process, if you're in a block, it will actually come, because then the other things that are weighing you down as a burden, they kind of get relieved once you kind of start feeling yourself a little bit more.
yeah, no, definitely. And you mentioned a good point because obviously speaking to people can help as well. Like you said, you can't do everything by yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like being the one person in your team. You can't do everything by yourself as much as you try to. So, yeah, no, you've mentioned good points. It's very true, especially during this time. And I feel
Mm.
it's very important because when you go through downtime, you kind of forget that sometimes as well.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, I like how you brought that up. So that's a fact. That's a fact.
Mm.
Another thing I wanted to ask as well, upcoming artists on your journey, what have you learnt so far with like your pros and your cons? You know what I mean? What's worked out for you and things that you've enjoyed, and what's things that you found hard and kind of learnt on your way?
I think what I love is just like interacting with people. Obviously, like
Hmm.
as when you're doing stuff by yourself, you really get to see each individual person that's like reaching out to you and saying, "Oh, they like this," and I really, 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 love that. I think what I say con is how tough it is. Well, obviously everything's tough, isn't it? But you know,
Mm.
it's a day in, day out. You can't really like just let things go on autopilot. You really have to be at the you know cockpit 24/7, isn't it? And that can be hard. But yeah, definitely the positives out of that is you just like see the you know the love from the ground up and all the people that kind of support, which you know I wouldn't trade that for anything, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's interesting, like you said, like obviously there's the competition kind of side and everything that's going on the bad side, and then the love from your supporters. Because I see people, really be showing you love on your gram and everything, and I'm
Yeah,
thinking, oh, look at you, like, people are really enjoying what you're doing, so that can
yeah.
keep you going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's literally you put it into words. That's it. Like when you see like people sharing your stuff and reaching out to you saying, "Oh, they like it." It can like say if your day's like this, it can just like go oof, just like that,
Yeah.
just by someone like saying that it can change your whole day. So something like that, yeah, I would not trade that for the world at all. You know.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. And if you could open up for any artist at any festival, yeah,
Mm.
who would you open up for and why?
Ah, good. That's one. You know, I think I would open up for. There's so many I could say. I'm not even lying, honestly. Oh, I think I would open for J Hus. I reckon
Hmm.
I would open up for J Hus right now because like I like his vibe a lot. It's just like you
Hmm.
know I don't think there's a bad J Hus project that I've listened to at all in it, and I can just imagine
Hmm.
like going out there and like his fans and stuff, they got so much energy. Imagine you go out there, do your thing, and then he does his thing as well. That would be very, very crazy. Also, this out there, Cash Page as well. Cash Page is very, very wavy. Like
Hmm.
I like her music, and like I've seen like a couple of her live performances on YouTube and stuff. It's very like intimate, do you know what I mean, with the crowd
Yeah.
and stuff. And I'd love to like imagine like do your thing, da, 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 and then she does her thing. That would be cold.
No, that would be sick. That would be sick.
Yeah,
Someone said the vibes would be immaculate. Come on, they already know.
yeah. Facts,
They
facts,
already
facts.
know. So what festival would this be at then? Like, would it be
Ooh,
a wireless? Would it be like,
like an Afro Nation. I can't lie to you. Maybe Afro Nation for us.
oh, okay, yeah, I could
Yeah,
actually see that. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Do
yeah.
you know what I
Afro
mean? Like
Nation, for
it'll
sure.
be nice. Like everyone would just be like wild and stuff. You know what I mean? That would be nice.
Yeah.
And then for Cash Page, like more so like a wireless than not like a little bit more like close to home that kind of thing. You know?
No, definitely. Oh, okay. No, you did good festivals, You did good festivals. Because even at the top of my head, I was thinking, what other festivals? What other festivals? But you just,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, those are the only two
yeah.
I can think of. You know, I can't lie.
And I was calm because there's just bears. There's just bears.
Yeah,
In the top of your head, you could just pick the two or the three that So
yeah.
that's cool. Um, okay, cool. So from 1 to 5, what's your top favorite artist? And why would you put them in the order that you put them in?
Ooh. Ah, that's such a tough one. Let me not even lie to you. So I'll say, right now, who I've been listening to, I'll say I'll definitely put J Hus in up there. I'll
Hmm.
put Bruno Mars up there.
Yeah.
I would put um, I'd put Drake up there because you know
Oh, okay.
Drake's like one of those artists that like um he's been going on for so long. Like he was, you know, doing his thing when I lived in Nigeria, and he's still on top now. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that's wavy. I'd put Wizkid up there as well. So I've got J Hus, I've got Bruno Mars, I've got Wizkid,
Drake.
Drake,
So you
and I
need
think
one more.
number one I would
Mhm.
put um oh my god, Michael Jackson. I'll just put Michael Jackson number one.
Oh, Michael Jackson,
Yeah,
Come on, come on. Like he's just got a legacy of his own. So that
yeah.
just everything from like when he was young to now. Like, I
Mm.
mean, come on, what can you even say? You just got to be like,
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
yeah, you just
yeah,
have to give.
everything
But
makes
he's the
sense.
only artist that like every single generation has a song for him. Like in the '60s, '70s, up until like recently. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's just mad. And the
Yeah.
whole consistency to stay on top as well. Because, like he was even saying with Drake, like to stay on top is hard,
Mm.
consistently and have everything be at number one almost all the time or in the charts. That's a lot.
Exactly. It's crazy. It's genuinely crazy. You have to give props.
Yeah, man. Like, that's not a joke,
No,
like,
it's
that's
not
hard
easy.
enough.
Yeah, it's hard enough getting to get imagine get one number one, and get two, then you get three, then you get 500. That's why.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
mad. Very mad. But yeah, man, damn. What have you learned on your journey so far? Like, what's something that you've taken on or you like keep to yourself and always remember?
I think resilience.
Hmm.
That's definitely probably the main thing actually. Like just the effort, the ability to just keep on going, no matter what, and stay on your thing, stay sharp. I think resilience is definitely the main one. I think like when you start these things, you might just think like abstractly, like, oh, I want to do so and so, but then when you keep on going at it, you might get a knock, you might get two, and then them like moments really reinforces what you want to do. Do you
Hmm.
know what I mean? So I think resilience definitely. That's what I've learned through um doing what I've been doing.
Yeah, no, definitely. You do have a point with that, especially when you look back and you're just thinking, wow, like, I've come such a long way. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So yeah, no, definitely. So how do you balance everything from your personal life to professional life? Because I know that at times it could be quite rocky. So how do you balance it all so you can kind of get on top of everything?
Oh, you know what? I've just started doing this very, very recently. Yeah, very recently. It's like I've got a calendar now, so like I write down like what I need to do, and it's changed my life. Let me not even lie to you, it's actually changed my life. Because like
Mm,
usually I'm such a chaotic person. Um, um, like yeah, so chaotic in the sense that I know what I need to do, but then you're just going and like going 500 million miles at a time. But since I've started like writing stuff down, oh, I need to do this, I need to
mhm.
do that, it's so much easier. So if anyone's like even listening or everything, write stuff down, have a calendar, it'll change your life. You know what I mean?
No, no, definitely. I can agree with that as well. I can definitely agree with that because like my memory can be a bit, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And when things get chaotic and you're just like, yeah, 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 then you remember, oh my God, I said yes to like how many things I can't even make them. So
exactly.
yeah, a calendar just keeps you in check with everything, which
Yeah,
is beneficial. So yeah, guys, calendar, please, if you want to
calendar.
balance
Yeah,
things out,
yeah.
it's the
Pen,
one.
paper, write stuff down.
Oh God,
It
I mean,
changes.
even on your phone, just put a note on your
Mm.
phone calendar.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I don't know what it is. It's like arrogance. We just think that oh yeah, no, I got that. I remember, but you just won't.
just wait.
Yeah,
It gets like that. It gets like that.
literally.
Um, someone in the comments, mixed by Jocelyn, I think that's how you say your name. Sorry if it's incorrect. I'm not very good with names. But yeah, they said that you left your sunglasses in the studio.
Yeah. Shout out to him. You know, he's actually such a wavy engineer and producer. Honestly, like genuinely wavy. But I definitely need to collect my sunglasses. See what I mean? That's why I'm chaotic. Like I'll just be there. Vibes. We have good vibes. I'll leave. Glasses gone.
Oh, it gets like that. But yeah, big up him, guys.
Yeah.
Need an engineer. You're all about that life with when it comes to mix music, all of that. Go to him. Go to him.
Facts.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, all right, all right. So we're coming to the end of our interview, sadly. I couldn't even get the words out because I'm enjoying this conversation too
Yeah,
much.
as a man.
So, okay, so my question I'm going to ask you is, okay, if you could change anything in the industry to help artists' lives become a lot more easier, what
Hmm.
would it be?
Hmm. That's a lot to unpack. I think that what I'll change is I like the way that America is more so than the way that the UK industry is. I think it's a lot more open in America, and it's a lot um, easier for like emerging artists to kind of come out. So what I'll change in the UK is like creativity. Do you know what I mean? Not to say that there aren't creatives in the UK doing different things, but I think that the way America is that it's designed for the creative ones and like everyone can really get their voice kind of heard. Whereas like here, it's not so much like that, you know.
Mm.
Yes, I think that's what I'll change.
Do you feel like because obviously in America they've got a more broader wider range of audience, do you feel like that has a part to play as well? Because here it's like it's quite small and everyone knows each other,
Mm,
and it's
mm,
like everyone feels like, there could be some times where people don't always get that light that they want or recognition, so it's like it builds up competition.
mm. Yeah. Oh, no, 200%, 200%. Like in America, you're probably not gonna be stepping on this one's toes, but here it is like a pond, really and truly. Like you're right, everyone does know everyone, so then that might, kind of mean that voices aren't heard when they're meant to be being heard. But one thing I will say is that like I think that is changing. There are like more and more platforms for different kind of talents and different voices. So I think that is gradually changing. But I think
Yeah.
what I'll change is that needs to accelerate. Oof, it needs to go
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And yeah, I do agree. There are platforms that are actually helping everyone in their own sector. So
Mm.
it's like that kind of competitive, oh, it's only me that can break through, and that's going. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
changing. I feel
definitely.
like people becoming more open to being like, it's all right if I'm different from someone else because I could do my own thing and still win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, exactly. Um, Also, like, would you want your audience and even other supporters that are new, would you want them to take out of your music, you know what I mean, when it comes to like listening or just like, really taking you in as a whole?
I think I wanted them to take out different things from each one. With my music, I really try and make it like as real as possible in the sense that it's real events or like real feelings, whether it's like positive feelings or whether it's negative feelings. So I want people when they listen to my thing to really feel what like I'm feeling in the moment, whether it's like a vibe or whether it's not so much. Um, Maybe a positive kind of thing. I wouldn't just put out a song that's just like a random word just because it rhymes. So I think that I hope that people who have listened to me like get that like with each song I do put a lot of thought into like what I'm saying. Whether it's like whether it's a vibe, like it's still like if you deep it, it's like it's what I mean, like real, and what I'm saying is real. Do you know what I mean? That's what the main thing that I want people to take out.
Yeah, exactly. I feel when people listen to music anyway, they'll be able to take that authenticness from you as an artist.
Mm,
Because I feel like every artist has their own kind of vibe to them. You know what I mean?
mm.
And it has their own kind of like their own kind of truth in it. So I feel like from listening to music, people will be able to kind of get what kind of artist you are, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I do
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Also, yeah, this just comes to mind because obviously you said to me that you grew up in Nigeria and everything. I can really see you like on the Nigerian Independence Day just coming up with one video, just
Yeah,
bigging up Nigeria or even being able to shoot there if it wasn't for Corona. But I can
yeah.
really see it. So I have to ask you, is that something you do?
It's so funny that you say that. You see, this world is mad. This world is very, very mad. Because obviously, it was Ghana's Independence Day yesterday, and I
Hmm.
just, I just had so many like thoughts and ideas. I literally wrote a Nigerian Independence Day song yesterday. It's wild, and you're like saying that, oh, yo, I can imagine this. That means it's destiny then. But no, that 210%. It's like literally, I've written a song
Hmm.
for Nigerian Independence Day, like and especially like for us people that are like from Nigeria but not in Nigeria, that kind of thing in it. And
Hmm.
I just had so many ideas pouring in. So yeah, definitely 200%.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? I had a feeling because I was just like, no, I have to ask because, like, is this something that's in the plans or like, do you know what I mean? I have to ask.
Yeah, it will make sense.
Yeah.
It will make a lot of sense.
Okay. So before I get to my last question with you,
Mm.
what kind of artist do you want to be known as? Like, do you want to be like a international artist, or would you want to be that artist that is like known in certain places, not in others? Like, what is it for you personally?
I think I would like to be an international artist. I really like like Burna Boy's
Mm,
kind of thing, or Afro B's Ascend, or even like Naira Marley's thing, where like they've started off very much here in London, but then
Hmm.
the way that they've gone up, or even like if you look at like LMA, they've started here very much in London, but then their appeal is like so, you know, kind of universal, but they're still authentic. It's not, you can't listen to any of them and say, oh, they've like lost their authenticity. They've like very much retained it, but they've just, you know, got an international element. So like definitely I'd love to be like an international artist, just be appreciated by, you know, all kind of different crowds and whatnot.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. No, that's a good one that you said. That's a good one. I was even just deeping it, like, yeah, that's actually kind of true, you know. Like these artists all start from London and they kind of just broadened out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Look
and
at them
with
now.
that, while still keeping their authenticity as well.
Exactly, exactly. So that just shows you and just lets you know, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But yeah. But okay, coming to the last question now. You ready for this question? It's a
I'm
big
ready,
question.
ready,
Big
ready.
boy, bad boy question, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, so what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
Oh, that's a nice one. You know, I think I really want to live like leave a positive legacy. Like say with my music, with the stuff that I've written and I haven't released, a lot of it is you know putting out positivity and even you
Mm,
know where we mentioned about like mental health stuff. I've
mm,
written stuff about that that's like kind of you know, talking about it in a way that's like, yo, people aren't alone. And I just want like kind of people to take from my thing that,
mm,
yo, like I'm I try to be or you know as authentic as possible and like everyone's kind of in this together. Do you know what I mean? So that's mainly the legacy that I want to leave behind when however long that is down the years. I want people to like listen to my stuff and just like just feel something. Do you know what I mean? Feel something
yeah, yeah.
that's kind of what I want. You know?
No, that's inspiring, man. That's inspiring. Like, I can really see that happening for you. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. God willing, good surgery. It's in the plan, so it will
Me?
be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. You made me have one more question for you in it. So because I was just like, nah, one more question, one more
Yeah.
question. Okay, cool. So like, obviously, like you said, the legacy you want to leave behind, and just how you are as an artist. I just wanted to ask, like, for example, do you have like supporters inbox you about how your music has kind of helped them, maybe if it's with confidence or if it's just being themselves or whatever? And like, how do you deal with negative comments if you have received any as well?
I mean, I'm very very fortunate. I haven't actually like since I've been doing music, I haven't got negative comments like that. The
Mm,
only one comment that sticks out, and it's not really negative. Someone said that I look like a cross between Ricardo Banks and someone else, isn't it? I don't know, but that
mm,
not really negative. So I think I've been very fortunate. I've had like someone reach out and say that they because they listened to my thing, they wanted to do music as well, and like that,
mm,
made me feel good that like someone else wanted to kind of, kind of step up and do their own dream. But I literally love it when people pop up and like say like especially their own personal kind of experience with my songs and whatnot. It does mean a lot like when people take their time out to like reach out to me and say, oh, I like what you're doing, or oh, I was listening to this song and it really inspired me. Da, 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 da. Like I really really like those kind of moments. And thank God I haven't really had too many like negative interactions with people that way. So
mhm.
that's always a good thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's always good to be able to see that positive effect that's going on. And like you said, you're blessed enough to not have to deal with like negative comments and stuff like that.
Mm,
So yeah, man, it will only just push you to keep going and know
mm,
that whatever you do, people are watching and they're supporting you, which is the best thing you can have, to be fair.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. But anyway, to this, we've come to the end of the
Yeah,
interview. It's
sadness.
I know, right? Like, oh, I really like this whole chat. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? I'm just thinking, oh man, already this is sad.
exactly.
But yeah, is there anything you want to say before you go?
Um, Thank you so much for having me. Like I do really appreciate it. I really enjoyed it. And anyone kind of watching, listening, just keep an eye out on my page. There's more stuff to come, and we'll go from there.
Come on, guys. right after this interview, you see at the top, yeah, go and follow him, go and give his song a like, go stream
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
guys, keep up with what he's doing and go and follow him on YouTube as well, right? YouTube?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
YouTube. Do you have Twitter?
I do have to. You know what? Funnily enough, I'm an idiot. I forgot something. I've got a show. I'm doing a show on May the 21st in London. You should come down. You know, like everyone should come down in May the 21st. So
DM me the whole flyer and
yeah,
everything,
absolutely.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah? Yeah,
yeah.
guys, you heard it here first, innit? Don't want to say no one put you on, we put you on, so.
Yes, yes, yes. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and whatnot.
Anytime, thank you for coming on. You already know that my doors are always open for you to come on to see even speak to you about your next move or anything like that. So yeah, man. But apart from that, I hope you have a good evening and we'll definitely
Love,
speak soon.
love,
Thank
love, love.
you.
Speak soon.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye. So guys, that was Tea Missing. This will be saved onto my IGTV so you can watch over if you've missed anything. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Take care and see you soon. Bye.